Give me the girl there. Hey, oh. Girl, take what you want, come get it. Long time you want, let the rude boy wet it. Say she wanna play, wanna taste of my love. Oh, she can't wait for my love. So baby, come my way. Wine with precision, girl, concentrate. You can't get away if you sample my love, girl. The one thing we sure about. So let me have some fun, yeah, all night long. We wanna drink from the weekend, come we want more. Girl, come over now, baby. I just wanna fill your cup till the sun comes up. Girl, wind up, release your love, party right up. All of the girls we have the right flavor. Watch them all line up till the sun comes up. Release your love, drinks to make up, party light up. All of the girls we have the right flavor. Just release your love, give me girl. So hot girl, walk out, yeah. Show me what you got.
Hello, this is Jay Magicus, and I am the host of the Finding Wisdom TV show. Today I have four very talented individuals here. I have Jason Dasrath, the CEO of Fashions by Renu. I have the sexy Marisa, the Chutney Soca Artist. I have the Hollywood special effects artist and designer, the one and only Ston Crawford. And I have the sexy model, actress, and writer, Albamarina Anastasia. Welcome all to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad that you're here. Tell me, Jason, we all know Fashions by Renu is big, it's up and coming. Tell us a little bit about it. I know it deals with a lot of body painting, but it's a little bit more than that because it's just not body painting is an art. Tell me about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Fashions by Renu is not just a company, it's an entity. We've got the design side, we've got the conceptual side, and we merge it both. And, you know, ideas always flowing through my head. I'm a crazy guy sometimes, and whatever comes up here, I want it on the stage. And to do that, I always need an outstanding team. And, you know, thus far, I've been blessed with a lot of outstanding people to work with, and some of whom I brought with me today.
Great. How you incorporate their talents into what you do, Fashions by Renu?
Fashion is art. Fashion is art, and they go hand in hand. So today, I brought a musician, sexy Marisa.
Yes.
I've got an artist, special effects designer, Ston Crawford, and one of my models, Albamarina. So you see the talent that's here. It all goes hand in hand. We're a one team, and we're going to present one amazing product.
Yeah, you know, I've seen some of your work, and I have to say, personally, I find it very amazing. I mean, I see that it takes a lot of hours to get this type of a project done, days even. How did you even start? What inspired you to start, you know, Fashions by Renu?
It was a long process. I mean, I have to give credit to my wife, Renu. She is the Renu in Fashions by Renu.
Really?
And, you know, she's been designing clothing for a long time, many years. And we started marketing that. People loved it. People loved what she put out there. We started doing some runway shows. And that's what got us started. The public, that's what caught the public's attention. But then me personally, I wanted more. I wanted to put more out there. I didn't want just clothing. So then I brought in the other side, which is the conceptual side. And I wanted to incorporate the clothing with art. And that's how I started with the body paint and some other projects that are coming up, but mainly the body paint. And as I mentioned, I had to incorporate an outstanding team. So the first person who I brought in was Ston Crawford.
Ston, I know that you're special effects and also a designer.
Yeah.
How did you get started, you know, into this?
Well, started acting at the Metropolitan Opera.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and that was pretty cool. It was a different experience. I got to see the whole making of the process of theater. And during some of the rehearsals and some of the shows, we have a lot of waiting time. So the guys at the Met, once you're in there, they treat you like family. So I got a lot of time to pick people's brains, like the makeup artists, some of the stage designers, and they pretty much welcomed me with open arms and showing me their work and how they put things together. Also, when I get on the stage, I pretty much like to observe. You know, I know the stage hands are looking at me like, "There's that guy go." I would pretty much go up to a set and like look at it to like it's.
Oh, you're like the peeping Tom.
Yeah, I would look straight into it, you know, because I want to see what they did to make it. You know. A lot of the art that I've gathered is like self-taught because I'm pretty much like a artist navigator, you know. Pretty much from there, I got into special effects. And luckily, one of the guys that's head designer, head makeup artist, Arnold, what's up, guy? He actually brought me in and told me a lot of stuff. And from that, I did a lot of investigation, and I started to create costumes and masks. And then I realized it was pretty much slow because New York isn't the founding place of special effects. It's really like LA.
Yeah,
So
I've heard that.
I said, okay, I'm in New York. So I got into fashion. You know, I started making rubber clothing. You know,
Rubber clothing, you know, you don't say rubber clothing to us. Some people
know.
might think of it a different way.
Yeah, that's why I had to get into fabric. You know, because they was like, okay, you know, so I don't want to, you know, get into that. So, so yeah, and then I got into body painting as well. I first started just being a fine artist, but it's like very hard to like really make money as a fine artist, you know. So my hunger led me into different avenues, and I got into the body painting situation. This is where we met Jason, and he pretty much was saying, hey, I have an idea. I want to make a fashion show that incorporates body painting and the culture of Indian wear. So that was the first project that we worked on, and that was very interesting. I loved it a lot. And this is where I met the model here, and I actually created a tiger creation for her because she has great energy. And
Now, this tiger project that you did, where you made her with body paint look like a tiger, was that one of your hardest works, or was that, how challenging was that as opposed to things you've done before?
Okay, it was very, very, I loved it, you know, because when I'm in my zone, art is almost like making love, you know? So it was pretty much, yeah, it was, you know? So pretty much I was like high, you know, when I pretty much created these things. And I was like, okay, let me make a prosthetic. You know, that's the reason why it came out so realistic, because I made a prosthetic nose that wrapped around the mouth. And pretty much that was a completion to something, you know, because I always want to add something to a medium or art form, you know, because I know if I really want to make it in this biz, I have to be extra. I can't just be the same.
That's true. You gotta be not only the person who starts it all, but you gotta be a trendsetter.
Yeah.
It's rather be a trendsetter in order to make it here, because there's many people that do body painting. Some people do it for different reasons, obviously, because there's always the taboo because it's naked women being painted. There's always that taboo that people, or stigma, that people want to say that that's just more like a sexual, a way of just opposing sex, when in fact it's really an art.
Yeah, coming from latex designer is like, you know, it's not a good, you know. So I don't want to be labeled as the artist pervert, you know.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
no,
we don't want that.
Everybody knows that.
We don't want two people after you, because especially after the tiger. You don't want PETA, and you don't want crazy pervs after you.
You mentioned that you've got to be a major risk taker in this business too. And like going back to that show that we did with the body paint, where Ston and I worked together the first time, that was a major risk because we were doing Indian clothing being mimicked in body paint. Indian culture is very reserved.
Very reserved, yes.
You can't just do it. These things are not accepted. I mean, kissing in a Bollywood movie is still not accepted.
Even in public.
Exactly.
Even in public.
Like,
Thanks. It's good to know that.
No problem.
There was a lot of controversy involved in us doing this show, but you know, you took the risk. We put it off in an artistic manner. We didn't make it about the sexual content of it, because it's not. It's art. To me, the human body is the best canvas you can ask for, and we've all been blessed with that canvas. And it takes a great artist and a great mind to make that canvas look great. And that's what we did. We put it out there. The public loved it. The community loved it. And it came out amazing, which is kind of what's encouraging us to do this again with a whole new concept.
Awesome.
Yeah. And coming from the models, all of us had an amazing time. Like working with Ston was really, really fun. Like he was the only one doing everything, so we're all watching him like, okay, he's taking the brush. Oh, it's our turn. Oh no, let's take a break. Let's get dry. It was fun.
I think we went from about 12 noon to 12 midnight.
Yeah, nonstop.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yeah. We were tired.
Now
but
I do
it was
have.
worth it.
Now I do have one more question before we go on. Albamarina, you have to tell me, was it hot under all that? Even though you are, naked, was it
not
hot?
really. I felt really free. It was cold that night.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Awesome.
But taking off the painting was a challenge. I was in the shower, like
Yeah.
scrubbing really hard, but it was worth it. It was really worth it. I've been wanting. It was my first time ever, so I really enjoyed it, and it was a fun experience. with them.
Awesome. Well, I hear that you guys have a video that you brought with you of examples of the fashions by Renu. We would love to, let the people see your work. If it's okay, can we put it on?
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely. This is a clip from our last show, the painted fashion.
Audio.
Yeah.
Very good.
So we can bug out.
Yeah, like I said, what are we seeing here, Jason, on this video?
What you're seeing here is a combination of Indian fashion, actual clothing, and then what Ston Crawford did. He mimicked each Indian outfit in the form of body paint. You can see the detail that he put in there as
Yeah,
it matches
It looks
the
like
Indian.
clothes. It looks amazing.
It's amazing. The whole process was amazing. And we had some beautiful Indian pieces. Those are provided by Melanie's Fashion as well. Again, you see another very elegant. Some of these are bridal Indian pieces. Some of them are just for.
Are these painted like traditional? Like, do you have some of these women are painted like in traditional Indian clothing, or is this just something that you guys designed yourselves?
Yeah, traditional, and the idea was to mimic, but I was creating 7 outfits, so it was pretty much I put myself to a challenge. So it was a pretty traditional, yeah.
Yeah, we tried to stick to traditional clothing because that's where the art is. You have like basic Indian wear, but this is really elegant, and that's where the challenge was. That's where the art came in.
How long did it take to make just one of these models like this?
It took about, well, we started at 12 and
Noon.
noon and ended around, what's it?
It was like
Around-
10:30.
Yeah.
Right, like
Yeah, around 11
yeah,
o'clock
around
p.m.
showtime.
Some of the models had tickle me
Yes.
issues, so that was kind of,
that
you
made-
was actually a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
but
will make it more challenging.
yeah.
How do you
but-
pick your models?
The models reach out to me. Like I go through a selection process. I put it out there. I need models for the show. I put what the show's about, and for this particular show, I needed, I believe, 10 models. I had to go through a list of 89 models, and basically, I look at their pictures. And it's not just about the look; it's the attitude. Can you work with me? Are you dependable? Respect is mutual as well. I give them respect. Do they give me their respect? So
Exactly.
all of that goes into consideration when I'm picking for a show.
Okay, does it, other than that, do you like pick a specific size, or you just take different types of women?
Size, I mean, we keep it open, but for this particular show, we went with a more petite look.
Which was so appreciated.
I bet it was. Okay, when you guys did this event, was this the one that was well received? This was,
Yes, this is the one that was very risky going into it, but the public really liked it, and we made headlines literally. I mean, there were 3 magazines that wrote about this, and there was also another talk show had us on their program.
oh yeah?
So the public really loved it. And it's never been done. This is a first in the entire fashion industry. Nobody has done this.
So you guys are actually the pioneers.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
At
it
the
was very
forefront.
different.
it's the only way to be.
I'm sure a lot of people, once they see this and see the beauty of it, you're gonna see a lot of people trying to mimic it. But
We've seen it.
already,
It started out there.
Already.
well, we have to let them know there's nothing but fashions of Renu.
Absolutely.
They're the ones that started it first. And how long is each event?
Well, I like to incorporate like a whole party night with the fashion show. So the actual fashion part runs between 10 to 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then we make it a fun night. We go into a party after
It's
that.
amazing.
Right.
A lot of networking, different people, photographers, videographers,
Absolutely.
models, pageant girls, everything. You just put yourself out there.
Again, I'm telling you one thing. Once you take this out, once this becomes more mainstream, I'm pretty sure a lot of the nightclubs are going to be doing this too.
Yeah.
It's been happening. It's been happening.
Models now are asking for body paint portfolio shots now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because that industry is growing as artists are engaging into it.
And changing a lot, and you have to change with it to keep up.
But like as far, there's a lot of, we have a lot of West Indian girls in this particular show. Because this was done in the Indo-Caribbean community, like the
I
Queens
see.
area.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never been brought to that community. It's just, nobody's brought it there. So I try to put it out there, put the West Indian people out there, and show what they can do. Because there's a lot of talent in our community that doesn't get recognized. And that's my goal, part of my goal too, to get it out there, to show what we can do, show what our people can do. And that's what's happening, that's what we're doing.
When you first started advertising this event, did you get at least some backlash when you first brought this out? Because I know you say it was well received once you did the event, but when you first came out with the idea and say, hey, we're having this event, come see us, did you get any backlash? Because the Indian community is very close knit, and something like this can even get some like leaders in the community outraged and speak against it. That can happen. Especially like I said, the Indian community is very close knit. Did that happen to you, or were the leaders?
We
Or
can't kiss in public.
Well, you mentioned that, but well, yes. Prior to the show, I did get a lot. I did get some heat. There was a lot of heat, and I just had to portray the artistic. My only answer could be, it's about art, and until the show happens, please stay quiet. That was my basic response.
Oh, you say like watch and see, and then judge for yourself afterwards.
Exactly.
Yeah, coming out and looking at people's
Whoa.
faces.
There's a tiger.
Yeah, that's me.
Look at that. Now look at Albamarina
bring
there. Amazing.
She doesn't just wear the makeup; she becomes the character.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We had Waka Waka in the background from Shakira, so I was really into it. But looking at people's faces when I came out, oh my gosh. People were like, what?
Yeah, they're
So surprised, open mouths.
Well, it's the first time I'm seeing my work.
look at that, and you're amazed with yourself and your own work.
Yeah.
I can see the surprise. Even it's funny. A lot of people knew you were going to come out that way, and even though they knew what was coming, they were still surprised and they were still amazed.
Well, actually, no.
Well, actually, it was a surprise.
Right.
No one knew there was a
Oh.
animal coming out.
Yeah, and Anna-Maria, animal being unleashed.
Yeah,
so to speak.
yeah. It was kind of like the finale thing.
So, sexy Marisa,
Yeah.
how do you fit into all of this?
Well, happily, someone pointed me out to the show I did. He sent his bouncers and said, hey, you, come here.
Wait a minute, he did like the Costa Nostra. He just saw you in a place and he just pointed you out?
Well, I was at a charity event. It's called Save Abby.
Okay.
And, it kept in Warfare Marina.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at the event, and it was like an all-white glow fest event where we performed for kids. It's a charity show for kids.
Okay, great.
So we did that. We do that event 4 times a year. And
Okay.
my next show is actually in Tampa, coming up in November 9th.
Oh, wow.
So his show is on November 1st, and my other show is November 9th in Tampa. So he sent his crew out and said, send me messages and stuff, and I agreed. It was very first time for me, actually, so I'm very excited about it.
So let me get this straight. He just walked in
He was at the event.
at the event. He's just standing there.
No, he
Well,
saw
we were-
me perform on stage.
We were
Oh,
part
wait.
of the event too.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just saw you performing and he just said, I want you.
I want you to come here. Yeah.
Snapped his fingers and
That's it. It happened.
Well, it's performing at the event also, so
Oh,
it's not just about the modeling. It's that
Mhm.
they will be painting me while I'll be singing, so it's very
Oh.
exciting for me, yeah. It's very different in my category of performance, so, yeah.
Any preference, being that they've done
I
animals
want to be
before?
an angel.
Oh, you want to be an angel? Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we discussed this like 10,000 times,
Yes.
right?
It's
Discuss
still in
or-
discussions.
No.
Or
What do you think? Angel,
request.
right?
Well, I prefer the devil, but
There you go. Thank you.
But,
no.
that's
Angel
just
all the way.
Thank
that's-
you.
Yes.
We're angels.
women always stick together. That's natural.
hey, the devil is an angel. Right?
There you go.
Hey,
If
There
you
you
look
go.
at
No,
it
but
that
by
way.
music being, I'm going to be in something called a Chutney Soca Monarch in Trinidad. It's a competition I'll be entering next year.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's Carnival. Everybody knows about Carnival in Trinidad. So
Oh man.
you
Oh,
look
see,
like you want to go.
Yeah,
right
you
away.
just gave me a thought there, a flashback.
Okay.
I know that in your type of music, it's very competitive. Can you tell me how you got ranked in number 3? What do how you started, how you got in there?
It takes time, courage, and everything. I've sang before, but I've never taken it serious like that. But now I'm taking it serious. So my first recording that I did actually made something out of it. So I was pretty excited about
What's
it.
the
It's
name of
very
the song?
hard.
I can imagine. What was the name of the song?
It's called Apachai Sikoi. It was a remix done with Terry Gadrat. She's also a Guyanese artist out of Guyana. And another male artist called Dignitary. They're on the track with me. They did the originals. Apachai Sikoi is an original Indian song from an Indian movie.
Oh,
And,
okay.
you take it and you do a remix. So that's, in Trinidad and Guyana, they love those type of music.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you give us a little sample of of your
Just for
artist?
you.
Thank you.
everybody.
I'm
And
honored.
everyone who's watching.
He was pointing like me.
You should be
And
blushing
you.
right now. And you.
The beat.
So it goes like, Apachai Sikoi mere zindagi mein aaye, tu ba ban jahe, ha ha ba ban jahe.
Thank you. I love that.
So if you come to the show, you're gonna see more. How about that?
Definitely, I will be there. I definitely want to see
I'm looking
the
forward
show.
to it. And it also comes with a performance. That's why he picked me handy.
Oh, that,
True talent. True talent.
see, I see, Jason. You know talent when you see it.
Absolutely.
So as soon as you see it, that's it.
That's it. I snap my finger.
And that's why I see you have a very great team.
Oh, yeah.
And how long you guys have been working together?
This is the first time Sexy Marisa and I are working together.
Okay. Wow.
Albamarina and Ston Crawford have worked together on other projects. But yeah, there's going to be many more to come because the public likes us and they want to see more. So this is the Honorary Team Fashions by Renu, and you're going to see more of us.
Definitely.
In the future.
That's great. Jason, tell me where they can reach you. What if you have a Facebook, a MySpace, or a website where they can reach you, so everyone can see your awesome designs.
We're all over YouTube. Type in Fashions by Renu, and you'll see a lot of our shows, everything that we've done. You can hit up our website. That's www.fashionsbyrenu.com. I'm on Facebook as well, and you can also check out our Facebook page, Fashions by Renu, the community's designer. We're everywhere, so you can reach us.
And
Also, you can check out my website as www.seximarissa.com, sexymarissa.com.
oh, that's gonna be easy. See, when they hear Sexy Marissa, they go, oh, Sexy Marissa.
Not with the Y, with the I.
With the I, okay.
Okay.
Let's keep it straight, guys. With the I, with the I.
Yeah, you can reach me at stoncrawford.wix.com/scfashions or on Facebook, Ston Crawford. And yeah, check me out. It's going to be much more. Pretty much, I'm evolving, even though I evolved.
Yes. And me on Facebook, Albamarina Anastasia. And also you can look me up on my blog, traveltheworld1018.com.
Now, there's one thing I want to touch with you, Ston, that you mentioned to me before. I know you do a lot of special effects, but you were telling me about some special effects that you've done, like for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And I want you to touch up on that because we have a lot of Game of Thrones fans out there, and they are enthralled with the special effects, and you've done some of it. Can you explain how you got into that and your experience in that? Because
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people like to know.
The character I created was a three-eyed crow. This character, pretty much, there was no illustration for this character. It was pretty much all literal. And I had to pretty much follow each step that was in the writing. The eye, the branch, root coming out of his eye. So pretty much I had to take something that was non-visual and create a visual illustration.
Wow.
And then make it into a character. I have some footage, hopefully I can send it to you guys about the finished product, but these guys coming out in another season, so hopefully you guys will see it.
Oh, so we should be looking in the next Game of Thrones for your work.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes.
You know, Jason, what are the future projects that you guys gonna have? I mean, I hear you guys have a Halloween event, and tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the next one coming up November 1st, that's going to be held in Queens at Underground Lounge. Ston and well, this is the cast here. That's the show that we're teaming up for. It's called Fashions by Renu, Haunted Fashion.
Okay.
It's going to be a mix of Halloween and body paint. All the body paint is going to be Halloween themed.
Wow.
And
that's why I want to be an angel, you know?
You know, she keeps stressing. She wants to be an angel.
Yeah, they have to focus on this. You have to help me out here. You're not helping me.
So she will be a devil, as we discussed.
No.
And,
You're not helping me here. That's unfair.
I know.
She will be an angel, you know.
She's gonna be
Lucifer was an angel, so, you know.
Exactly.
Oh my
And you know what's interesting? Also, Lucifer was also musically inclined.
Hello.
Just to let you know that.
Yep.
You know?
And this time I'm going to have an assistant. Her name is Laurel Monette.
Oh,
And
okay.
pretty much this time it won't be such a challenge, but I love challenges.
You know, it was amazing having all of you guys here. I'm glad we shed light on body painting, and I'm just glad we shed light on it, and thank you for coming to the show. Fashions by Renu, you guys are amazing.
thank you.
Thank you.
This is Jay Magicus from Finding Wisdom, signing out. Are we done? Oh.
Your music, hit it. Move.
Can I put on my glasses now?
Long time you wanna let the rude boy wet it. Say she wanna play, wanna taste of my love. Oh, she can't wait for my love. So baby, come my way. Wine with precision, girl, concentrate. You can't get away if you sample my love, girl. The one thing we sure about. So let me have some fun, yeah, all night long. We wanna drink from the weekend, come we want more. Girl, come over now, baby. I just wanna fill your cup till the sun comes up. Girl, wind up, release your love, party right up. All of the girls we have the right flavor. Watch them all line up till the sun comes up. Release your love, drinks in my cup, party light up. All of the girls we have the right flavor. Just release your love, give me girl. Hot girl, walk out, yeah. Show me what you got. Time to start it up, girl. Let me get it work. You want it, need it, step right up and give me some of that loving, girl. Give me nice face, tight waist, you a bubble. The way she move, I make me want another double, yeah. Getting some trouble, I put you all up against the wall. I want you to hold me, girl, and I let go. Nice and slow, let the good vibe flow. We a go party hard, and I don't know I'm a kid with you tonight. So baby girl, let me have some fun, yeah, all night long. We a go drink rum till someone's done. We want more vibes, we're more than ready. Keep them hands right up till the sun comes up.